It's September now, July and August 2025 are over, and I'm gonna let you guys know what I consumed this summer. These monthly media recaps are something that I wanted to do throughout the entire year just to kind of use as a little diary in a way, but these last few months I've just been really busy, had a lot going on where one, I just wasn't consuming, and two, I just didn't get a chance to record. So I'm in a place where I can do that now. So let's just get right into it. So I watched 11 movies in July and 13 movies in August. So 24 total for the last 2 months. I'm starting it off with the new Superman movie, and this was phenomenal. I've been thinking about this movie for months now, ever since seeing it. And this really is up there for my movie of the year. It's up there with Sinners. I'm still not sure which one's gonna claim the #1 spot. We still have a few more months to go. But I love this movie so much. This is the type of Superman movie I've been waiting for so long because, growing up, I will say, I was never really the biggest fan of Superman because he was just that strong guy. And being able to see him just more as a human in this movie, they just nailed it. James Gunn, he did his thing. I'm super excited for this new DCU and just everything that's gonna come from it. The Justice Gang, great side characters. Lois Lane, Jimmy, everything, everyone just did great stuff in here. And of course, since we're talking about summer movies from 2025, I have to also shed some light on the new Fantastic Four movie because same thing like the new Superman movie. It was just a nice, fresh take on these characters that are so iconic nowadays. I was a huge fan of the way that they were able to nail the 1960s feel and just overall atmosphere to the whole movie because it was felt throughout and it never felt like it was trying to be a gimmick or anything. Everyone felt like they were actually a team, an actual family, everyone was working together. So great work from the four here. I'm sure you're aware that the MCU hasn't been in the best state over the last couple years compared to how it used to be like during the 2010s. But it was good to have a nice, cool, enjoyable movie, and we'll see what the next movies hold, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. And the only movie I'm mentioning that I watched in August that was just super cool to me was the new Naked Gun. This movie was just such an enjoyable time. Liam Neeson just killed this role. This was just such an entertaining movie. I've always been a fan of parody movies, and a lot of the ones I was watching growing up, I didn't really watch a little bit till later on, or I just wasn't really in tune with what was happening to see like the jokes they were poking fun at. So being able to see something nice and fresh and actually understand what's going on, good stuff. And it's really exciting too because with a movie like this doing so good, as well as Scary Movie 6 being right around the corner, I'm really excited for just the comedy genre as a whole. So now moving on to music, starting off with July, I listened to 4,754 minutes, which is around 79 hours of music. And guys, we were spoiled this summer with music. A lot of great stuff. Once again, we got some fun little summer movies, but the music is what really shined, at least for me. Top artists for July are gonna start off with Tyler, the Creator, with 657 minutes. Then we got The Alchemist, Freddie Gibbs, and then Malice and Pusha T from Clips. We got a new Clips album. The most listened song is Gold Feet from the new Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist Alfredo 2 project, and JID went crazy with the feature, and the beat with this one is super good. The flow, just everything from Freddie Gibbs. Like, this is just a great group project. And then the second, third, fourth, and fifth spots are gonna come from Tyler, the Creator's Don't Tap the Glass. He announced it and then dropped it within the span of a couple days, and this was just so good. Like, the timing of all this new music too was really cool, just having it in the background with everything that was happening. So this was just a nice, short, fun project. I feel like Tyler, the Creator, is such a good producer, and he just continues to elevate and find new ways to create good music. So of course that's gonna be my #1 album here. But then, as I said, we have Alfredo 2 making an appearance, the Silk Money album, which I'm actually surprised is the #3 spot. Then we got the Clips album, and then Twice, because of course Twice, they're still making some good stuff too. On July 24th, I had reached the 25,000 minute listen mark of the year too, so another fun little milestone. And as I said, we got plenty good music during the summer, and it continued in August when I listened to 4,391 minutes, which is around 73 hours, a little bit less than the previous month. For my top artists for August, we're kicking it off with Kaytranada. He came out with an amazing instrumental album, and this was just on repeat pretty much majority of the month. Then JID, as I said, he was super good on that one song on Alfredo 2, and then he came out with an album. So I was just enjoying that too. Alchemist, Freddie Gibbs, Tyler, the Creator, same thing. They're gonna carry over from the previous month. For songs, we have Don't Worry Babe, I Got You Babe from Kaytranada's album. Then Gold Feet making an appearance once again, but now at the #2 spot. Another Kaytranada song, and then some stuff from JID. VCRs is a crazy song, that little combo with Vince Staples too, like, good work right there. And then for albums, my most listened to was the Kaytranada one. As I said, it was just on repeat. JID came out with his album finally after a while, and this was so good too. Overall, it was nice. I do think though I'm only going to be revisiting a lot of more specific songs rather than the album as a whole, but still enjoyable to me. And then we have Rich Brian, who dropped an album after not dropping in a while, and he went crazy with this new album, Where's My Head. It's been so cool to watch him grow as an artist because the way he was able to really just hone in on this particular sound that he's been trying to achieve was super cool. And the way he's able to tell stories so well throughout his songs too, It's another really great touch that makes this album such an enjoyable listen overall. Another Westside Gunn project, and this one was pretty solid too. You know, his last few have been okay, you know, but I feel like there's a lot of songs on here that I'm actually going to be going back to. And there was a Mike feature, which caught me off guard, and that one's going to be my favorite one from the album, obviously, but this was just so cool overall. And then closing it out, we have the Clips album making an appearance again. Just such a well-polished, nice, just complete album that, you know, it's definitely gonna be a top one of the year so far too. And then we have no milestones from August, so that's it for the music. And then I always talk a little bit about any TV shows or basketball stuff going on, but it is the off season for basketball, so I have nothing to report. And for TV shows, I did start the new season of The Bear a while back, but I'll finish it eventually. So that's gonna be the video. I really wanted to make sure that I was still acknowledging those works that were so special to me during these past few months, because as I said, especially that Superman movie and then all the just lovely music we got, I'm just so happy we got it all during the span of time. And summer is always my favorite season, so being able to kind of have all of that like now being like memories is just, it's always really cool. And on another note, just a little Tyox update for you all. I'm also going to be doing a lot more short form content now rather than just sticking with my long form content here on YouTube. At the time this video is going up, you've probably have already seen a week or so of shorts that have already been uploaded to this channel. Those shorts are also being uploaded to my TikTok as well as my Instagram. I just want to continue talking about everything that I enjoy when it comes to pop culture with you all. And you know, sometimes it just makes more sense to do a shorter video than a longer video. So if you're still into that, I appreciate anyone who's subscribing, you know, staying along for the journey. And I'll still be creating my long form content here too. So no need to worry about that stopping just because I'm doing the short form content as well. So that's what I consumed during the summer of 2025, and we'll see what I consume next month. Thanks for watching.